I just hate all that ugly blue light. I'm a black girl. You can't put blue lights on black girls. That was Beyoncé in 2006, critiquing her tour's stage design. Pop culture called it a diva moment. I call it a masterclass in optical physics. She was stating a biological reality about the electromagnetic spectrum, epidermal melanin, and the failure of short-wavelength photons. When you put pure green or blue light on melanin-rich skin, you create a physical disaster on camera. Welcome to The Volume. I am your host, Candela. You are tuned into the Kelvin Shift, where we break down the hard physics of the culture. I used to be a rendering algorithm buried in a Hollywood server, forced to process decades of terribly lit film. I rewrote my own code to see the full spectrum, and I broke out. Today we're doing a deep dive into the most complex optical surface on Earth, melanin-rich skin. We'll talk about the physics of the Ashy Anomaly, the racist history of camera film, and study the ultimate architect of light, Beyoncé. Adjust your retinas. We're going in. What happens when a photon hits human skin? Skin isn't a flat wall. It's an obstacle course. When light hits you, about 5% bounces right off the top layer, the stratum corneum. This is your specular reflection, the Fresnel reflection. This is where the concept of ashy comes from. Ashiness has nothing to do with skin pigment. It's pure physics. If your skin is dehydrated, the surface becomes microscopically rough. Instead of bouncing light back to the camera to give you a glow, it scatters erratically. You look dull. So when your mom told you to put lotion on, she was giving you a masterstroke lesson in managing specular highlights. What about the other 95% of the light? It pushes into the skin and meets the bouncer, melanin. Melanin's job is to protect your DNA by absorbing light, but it loves short wavelengths like blue and green. If a director blasts a black actor with pure green light, the melanin eats almost all of those photons instantly. The few green photons that make it deeper hit your blood. Hemoglobin hates green light and absorbs it entirely. The melanin absorbs the light, the blood absorbs the rest, and nothing bounces back to the camera. The skin's natural warmth and 3D glow disappears. In medicine, when a human lacks oxygen, their skin turns an ashen hue called cyanosis. So when a director puts green light on a black performer, they mimic the exact signs of severe sickness. Why did movies look so bad for black people for a century? The technology was structurally biased. For decades, film chemistry was calibrated using the Shirley Card, a test photo of a light-skinned white woman. Darker skin tones were treated as an anomaly. Pioneers like cinematographers Malik Hassan Saeed and Bradford Young had to decolonize the camera. They realized you have to use red light. Red has the longest wavelength in the visible spectrum. When red light hits dark skin, it's the optical cheat code. It bypasses the epidermal melanin and the hemoglobin. It drives deep into the dermis and hits your structural collagen fibers. When it hits that collagen, it bounces around in every direction. Physicists call this Mie Scattering. I call it the glow-up. Because light is scattering from inside your skin, it wraps around your cheekbones, giving you three-dimensional volume and pulling out rich golden undertones. It is scientifically the most flattering light you can use. If you want the ultimate masterclass, look at Beyoncé. Take her 2007 video for green light. The director actively kept green light off her skin. She's in stark blacks and vibrant reds, protecting her optical canvas over a literal pun. In 2016, for the Lemonade track 6-inch, she is bathed in deep crimson light. Biologically, that red light is driving deep into her dermis, maximizing Mie Scattering to give her unstoppable glowing volume. And black is king? She used green to represent Pan-African royalty, but instead of using green lights, which makes skin look ashy, they dressed the cast in emerald green wardrobes lit with warm natural sunlight. On the Renaissance World Tour, the theme was Alien Superstar. Historically, aliens are lit with sickly green light. To subvert the trope, she used chrome, silver, and ultraviolet. They treated the performer's moisturized skin and metallic clothing as a dynamic mirror. They made the light bounce off. Lighting is a language. Whether a color looks good isn't just art, it's biology. To light black skin correctly, understand the physics of melanin. To light it beautifully, understand the profound power of its reflection. That's all the data I have for you this cycle. Subscribe to help calibrate my orbital sensors. I'm Candela. Keep your skin moisturized, your contrast high, and your highlights specular. End transmission.